So in today's video I'll be giving you a rundown of my tank and what I've got in here, from equipment to materials, fish and everything like that. So stick around and I'll show you guys my 4-foot display tank. Alright, so how I'm gonna display this video is I'm gonna just point the camera and I'm just gonna have an audio behind it. So hope you guys enjoy this method and let's get into it. So starting off with the fish tank and the stand. The fish tank is 4 foot long by 1.5 by 1.5 height and width. Coming down to the stand, it's an all pine stand. It's got middle bracing in the middle, which is good. And I've got these 2 little cane baskets just down below just to put all my equipment in, so like my conditioners, salts, foods and all that. So the main filter that is on this tank here, I've got the intake just there with a DIY little sponge because I've got a sand aquarium substrate. It's got half coral sand, half beach sand. I don't want any of those little fine particles getting in, so I put a sponge there so that goes up in there and down to my external canister filter, which runs down in there. And this canister filter is rated 1,250 litres. It's pretty good. I forget what brand it is, but you can find it on eBay. I think it's pretty good. So yeah, with the stands I made this little wooden blocker so you can't really see the cords when they go down, which is pretty good. And I've just zip tied my power bank thing here, so all the cords are kind of neat-ish behind that little wood bit. Okay, so in this tank here I've got a lot of bubbles, as you can see there. So I've got a long air stone underneath this decoration in the middle here. I'll talk about that a little bit later. So I've got a big air stone running from this end to this end, and it loops up with the airline and then back down to my pump. So it's, yeah, that's it. Keeps the bubbles nice and, yeah, keeps the tank nice and oxygenated and kind of looks good. And I've also got these 2 little sponge filters here connected to the same pump, which I'll show you right now. So this is a Hopper 4 outlet aerator. It's pretty good. It's got 4 little outlets. So I got 2 on the main air stone and then 2 from the filters there. It's pretty good. It's all automatic, so you can increase the flow, decrease the flow. If you wanted partial air coming in and out, it's pretty good. But the reason I bought this is because if there was a blackout, it already has an external battery in it. So while it's running now, it's charging up the battery. So when the power runs out, the pump will still keep running off the battery that has been charged. It's got about 40 hours worth, so that's pretty good. And then when the power comes back on, it'll just recharge that battery and away you go. So I never have to think about running out to the shed and getting those battery powered air pumps. I've just got it all on the one system here, so very convenient when I'm not at home. So that's the bubbles, the filters and the canister filter. Coming up to my heaters, I've got 2 300 watt heaters currently at around 29 degrees. 20, yeah. around 29.2 degrees. So that's the temperature in the tank here. Right, now coming up to the main decoration in this tank. It's a combination of 3 spiderwood, driftwood type things. So I've just like tied them all together with a bit of twine. It looks pretty good, looks like one piece, but it's actually three bits. So I've got your 1 bit there, 2, and then 1 bit coming down there, 3. It's pretty good. So I just tied that all together, and I've just put a large variety of Anubias on this bit of wood. So hopefully they'll start growing very soon. So I've got the little dwarf species here and big thick ones. Not really too educated about my Anubias, there's know a couple, but got quite a long tall ones, and yeah, they're all doing really well. Actually growing out of the tank here, pretty nice. So yeah, that's a little main feature there, and that's my decoration in the tank. Coming up to the top here, I've got a 4-foot LED, just an eBay light. Just got, as you can see from the reflection, just white and blue lights. Pretty good. It's lighting up the tank very well and getting the plants, it's growing the plants, which is good. And yeah, that's my little tank setup here I've got going. If you come down behind the tank, I've just organized all the air lines on the tank with these little suction cup things, just to keep them all straight. Yeah, it's pretty good. Alright, so I'll start naming all the fish in this tank here. So I've got 2 2.5-year-old Frontosa in here, which is pretty good. Got them from a local breeder. I'm loving these guys at the moment. And I've got 6 clown loaches, 1 Corydoras, 2 Geophagus, 3 Jack Dempseys, if I can find the other one, 2, 3, and then 2 Firemouth Cichlids, which are awesome. So that guy there, and his other little buddy. We've got 2 Jewel Cichlids, these ones here, and the other one is in there somewhere. Yep. And then one of my predator fish is this guy, it's the Jaguar Cichlid. It's pretty cool. I'm keeping quite frequent observations on this guy because he's getting pretty big and aggressive, and he's got a big mouth, so just always doing a head count on these fish here, because you know, one day he might turn and all these fish will be gone. So he's a lovely fish. I want to keep him in here, but just hopefully these plants will grow up and give the fish more cover. So at the moment he's alright, but yeah, gotta look out for that guy. So he's already starting to grow some teeth, so that's pretty scary, but awesome fish. Probably my favourite fish in the tank. So yeah, that's my 4-foot display fish tank. It's pretty simple. It's got everything I need in there, very practical. And yeah, if you guys have any questions about this tank, feel free to leave a comment. And if you like this video, give it a like. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.